Hi there, kindergarten friends. It is time for today's interactive read aloud. And today we're going to continue our author and illustrator study on Eric Carle. Today's story is called Slowly, 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 Said the Sloth. Today I posted a video for you to watch to teach you about real sloths. I hope you enjoyed it and that you were able to see how slowly sloths really do move. I found out some really interesting facts about the sloth when I watched the video, and I hope that you can keep those things in mind as you listen to this story. Before I begin reading, I want to talk a little bit about this. There's a little foreword in here that was written by Jane Goodall. And here you see a photograph. That woman's name is Jane Goodall, and she is a very famous and very special zoologist. So she studies animals, and she mostly studied chimpanzees. So her mission, as she wrote all this with Eric Carle, and her mission is to make sure that we preserve the areas that sloths live in. And there are a lot of places, like in the rainforest and around the world, where animals' habitats are being taken down and the trees are being cut down. And people do this in order to make flat land and to build houses and to build buildings. And when this happens, the animals don't have a place to live anymore. So she wrote at the beginning of the story to talk about how important it is that young people like you understand the importance of keeping animals' habitats safe. And she thought that Eric Carle did a nice job of explaining and teaching kids about sloths so that kids might become a little more interested in these animals and want to help protect the places that they live. Okay, so let's read Eric Carle's Slowly, 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 Said the Sloth. Slowly, 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 a sloth crawled along a branch of a tree. Slowly, 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 the sloth ate a leaf. Slowly, 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 the sloth fell asleep. And you can see that the sloth's eyes are closed if you looked real close. Slowly, 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 the sloth woke up. Do you notice all the other animals walking past the sloth? All day long, the sloth hung upside down in the tree. All night long, the sloth hung upside down in the tree. Boys and girls, we see some nocturnal animals that are awake. They're flying and walking about looking for food. Even when it rained, the sloth hung upside down in the tree. Why are you so slow? The howler monkey asked one day, but the sloth didn't answer. Why are you so quiet? The caiman asked, but the sloth didn't answer. Why are you so boring? The anteater asked, but the sloth didn't answer. You see the ants, they're carrying leaves around. Tell me, said the jaguar, why are you so lazy? The sloth thought and thought and thought. for a long, long time. Finally, the sloth replied, "It is true that I am slow, quiet, and boring. I am lackadaisical, I dawdle and I dilly-dally. I am also unflappable, languid, stoic, and passive, sluggish, lethargic, placid, calm, mellow, laid back, and, well, slothful. I am relaxed and tranquil, and I like to live in peace, but I am not lazy." Then the sloth yawned and said, "That's just how I am. I like to do things slowly, slowly, slowly." So boys and girls, here are the different animals that were passing by the sloth in the story. Are these animals faster or slower than the sloth? They were all faster than the sloth in this story. So boys and girls, we live in a world where people seem to be busy. Have you ever noticed that? Life seems to be a little busy sometimes. And this story, I think, makes us stop and think about how relaxing life can be when we choose to make it that way. The sloth in this story said, "I'm not lazy, I just like to do things slowly." So think about what you like to do to relax. Do you like to cuddle up with someone on the couch? Or maybe you have a special TV show or a show on the iPad that you like to watch? Maybe coloring is relaxing for you, or maybe you enjoy doing something calming, like playing with your stuffed animals or listening to music. Well, part of growing up is learning how to relax and how to calm and what suits you best. Sometimes people just like to be alone and they like to read. And as you learn to be a better reader in kindergarten, that's something that I find enjoyable and peaceful, and something you might too. I really enjoy this story. Did you notice how the sloth pretty much stayed in the same spot throughout the whole book? He really didn't move. So if you look through, here he is sleeping, and here he is eating, and here he was after he wakes up, just resting. And he may be moving his arms up and down, but he is staying on the same branch throughout the story. And from what you learned about sloths on your video, was that true? Did Eric Carle draw and create illustrations that are factual? He did. Now, is this a true story? No, this is a fiction story because animals don't talk to each other. But he did a really good job of using factual information to create his sloth. All right. I hope that you enjoyed the story by Eric Carle, and I hope that you learned some facts from the video that we watched about the sloth before you started watching me read. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful illustrations in this book, because there were so many different ones in the Eric Carle style with the paintbrush strokes and the painting and the cutting out the shapes and gluing them together, putting them together to create animals and different objects. All right, thanks for listening, boys and girls. Have a great day.